Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of your Group Buy News. Special thanks to everyone who's joining in at the very beginning here. Let's see, who is that? Wyvern, Barugi, BKBMX, Amy, Jaza, 21, Oshika, Woolsock, Anisan, Dr. Killswitch, Sob KB, Iowa, Kawaii Voldemort, and 21. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Thank you. So, yeah. As usual, what am I drinking tonight? Something new. I decided to go and grab some bubble tea again. So check it out. Look at that. This is from Yifang. Yifang is mainly a fruit tea vendor, but they've also got boba tea. Today I got pineapple green tea. Didn't really feel like drinking another milk tea this week, so decided to go for something a little sweeter than normal. Frothy KK subscribing at tier 1. Thank you. There we go. Let's see. Let's go play some tunes here tonight. Let's go with this playlist. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, Anisan is another bubble tea lover here. Who here in chat really likes bubble tea? Anyway, if you guys can see what's on my desk right now, this is the board I built yesterday. This is a Novelkeys G67 with missing feet. And apparently like the missing feet actually turned out better, because now this is an extremely thocky board. Here, let me give you guys a quick typing. Anisan says he likes Thai milk tea. Hello, his dog says, I hate chewing on boba. Oshika has never tried bubble tea. You definitely should. Definitely should. Let's see, Kawai says, I had bubble in Thai milk tea once. Love that. Like bubbles in smoothie. Love hot almond milk tea with boba. For those of you tuning in for the very first time, this is the weekly Group Buy News. As you guys can see from the screen, basically I attempt to cover every single bit of Group Buy News, basically stuff that is starting and ending for the following week, right? So this can be keyboards, keycaps, switches, whatever keyboard related, just as long as it's happening within the following week. By following week, I mean anything starting today, the 28th, all the way till Saturday, April 3rd. So yeah, everything between there now and then is fair game. So without further ado, let's check out our very first item on the list. The very first item that is expiring on the 30th. That's in 2 days. There you go. This is GMK Norse, all the way on Dixie Mech right here. If you're looking for a good Norse-inspired theme, you can check this out. When I first talked about this, I apparently had an old kit picture that only featured the base kit going up to TKL, but the actual set goes up to full size with some of the more common layouts available. And all this for 120 bucks, or 119.99 to be exact. Here, there we go. That's better. There we go. Base kit is 119.99, novelty is 45, spacebar is 30, alternate Latin alphas are 40, obscure kit for people with more obscure layouts is 47, and the international kit for 68 bucks. And as usual, because this is a GMK kit, if you were to purchase this right now, let's see, what is his estimated shipping date? I think his estimated shipping date is Q3 of next year, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I said that correct. Q3 of next year. And can't see where it's mentioned. Q4's then best is Q4 2025. No way. Well, you know, if our hobby grows anymore, which I hope it does, and if GMK doesn't ramp up their productions, 2025 might be a reality. All right, let's see. What else is here? Oh yeah, he's also got some desk pads here. If I can find them. Ah. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's go talk about the Rama caps right here. So he's got one in aluminum and one in brass. Basically, it's the same design, just different. And of course, $20 more expensive for the brass cap. Personally, I think this is one of the nicer Rama caps that I've seen. I kind of want it, but unfortunately, I am not too big a fan of the Norse colorways. Like, I don't think it's bad, but it's not good enough for me to want to buy it, right? Here, let's take a look at some of these renders. That's on a nice polycarb board right there. Not bad, yeah. As you guys can see, it's Norse inspired, and you can see all of those sub-legends right there. Yeah, let's go look at these novelties. Got the axe right there. Couple Norse runes of sorts. I don't actually know what any of these mean. Hopefully, if you guys go look at the Geekark page, it will have some story covering why he chose these particular designs. Here we go. You guys want space bars and arrow keys. Interesting. Well, I guess this isn't really the spacebar kit, it's called the aesthetic kit. But it's definitely more of a spacebar kit than an aesthetic kit. But then he's got those arrow keys, so that's kind of a strange kitting. There we go. If you don't like those Norse sub-legends, you got this as well. Obscure kit. Yeah, we talked about all this. Anyway, if you guys want to purchase this, make your purchase by the 30th. There we go. For $139.99, this is what you get. You get a larger kit than what we saw earlier with the GMK Norse. But I believe, are these all custom colors as well? Yes, I think they are. Here we go. For the Scholars Kit, you get $50. Extension kits are 32. Accented space bars are 30. Cobalt Deskmats for 15. Yeah, that's one of the cheaper Deskmats that I've seen, actually. And of course, you have an Artisan cap for 55. This one's made by Salvin instead of Rama. But yeah, that's kind of hard to read, though. I wonder if it's gonna look like that in reality. Go. Group buys is live. GB post here. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Here we go. GMK Cobalt. Wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Renders. See, that one actually looks pretty good. Oshika says, I think this set would look cool on the Tiffany Green KBD light. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. There we go. I think, personally, I think the colors are a little too, out there for me. They're a little too loud. Definitely not my kind of colorway. Yeah, I kind of wish that they would have put all of the pictures into the Mex & Co page as well. Because this is very valuable information. Like, a lot of people can't just look at a key set and be like, oh yes, that's gonna look good on this one particular board in my collection. It's always good to see all of these renders. Yeah, that pink is a little too off-putting for me. Apparently there was a keyboard attached to this too, see? SM Keyboard is on board with Cobalt to offer a custom keyboard inspired by Cobalt colors. Interesting. Okay. And of course, they've got all of these other collaborations. Here, let me put the Geekark page in as well, so you guys can peruse it at your own leisure. Next up is a fairly cheap set. All the way on swag keys, you've got Geekark white on black PBT keycaps, and these are reverse die sub. That's why they're a little bit more expensive for 89 bucks. See, for a base kit, 89 bucks, and you got, let's see, that's full size with some of the more common layouts supported. That's good. You can of course buy space bars for 8 and an Apple kit for $9.90. Even though I use like Mac OS, I've never gone out of my way to buy an Apple kit. I'm like fine with, look, see, I'm fine with stuff like this, Meta, and I've got a couple like Windows icons too. So it's like while I can see the benefit of doing this, I've never viewed it as important enough for myself. So check this out, guys. It's not GMK, so its estimated shipping is this year, July 2021. See that? July 2021. Now look, he even posts all of the supported layouts. That's good, that's good. But if you guys don't like white on black, there's also black on white. This next one is all the way on Kumamech. Kumamech.com. Yeah, for 53 bucks, you get the base kit. And the base kit is also pretty large. 53 bucks. I think this is actually a really, really good deal. Merlin, why is this so much cheaper than the white on black? It's because the white on black is reverse die sub. This is just regular die sub. So the whole process is much, much simpler and therefore much cheaper. Base kit is 53 and the spacebar kit is 6. There we go. Really, really cheap stuff here. This one is supposed to expire on April 1st, actually. And the timeline is estimated time of arrival May to June, so probably July. There we go. That. Oh, and look. Color black on white, GMK CR and WS1. I guess they're trying to show that it's pretty close to those colors. They're showing like their warpage here as well. Interesting. Big Walruses subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much. Golf Juliet says, dang, I just bought a black on white set from Kinetic Labs. Well, you can buy another one here for 53 bucks. Oh look, we've got Canadian currency options as well. Alright, next set that is expiring on April 1st as well. This one's all the way on Canon keys. DSA 1930 for $125. Here, let's go check that out. When I first posted this, I talked about how I hated the legends. That hasn't changed. I still hate these legends. This is terrible. This is probably the most terrible set I've seen in quite a long time. Look, I think that the only thing I like about this set, is the arrow keys. That's the only thing that I like. Just because it's cute. But everything else just looks terrible to me. And I hate that the price is 125 bucks. That is so much for a quote-unquote novelty key set. Okay, let's see. Oddities are $109.99. Oh look, there's a boom command. Boom! Gosh, whoop, ooh. I wish he would have split this out just so I could buy these on their own. There you go. And of course you've got a Rama cap as well for 40 bucks. So you got your option of face and horns. Face for 40, horns for 38. Yeah, let's go take a look at these. Oh my god, that looks so bad. I think what what like stands out a lot here is that the modifier legends are not the same as the alpha legend, and that's just really off-putting to me. You know, it's like it's two different fonts of text. Like, I probably would have been able to tolerate it more if the modifiers were icons, right? But as it is right now, that just doesn't work for me. There we go. That's a closer look. Look at all that. Yeah, check it out. This one expires on the 1st, April 1st. All right, next up. Next set that is expiring on April 2nd. This one's more of a cheaper kit as well. I know some of you were already talking about it in chat. But this is TKC's Infinikey OG keycaps for 70 bucks. For 70 bucks, you get a PBT key set that fits up to TKL and all of the common layouts up to it. As you guys can see, they're trying to go for a more vintage-like vibe here. They've kind of changed up their group buys a little. Rather than providing renders, they've been actually providing photos of the real thing. And honestly, given their track record of color mismatching, these set of pictures actually look fairly decent. You know? Looks pretty good. Of course, you still see quite of the few oddities right here, like shift. There's a small gap between the F and the T that's common with most Chinese-made sets. And you can see that some of the legends are kind of askew a bit. Interesting. But for the most part, I think it's fairly decent. Though with stuff like Geekark Black on White and Geekark White on Black, $70 starts to feel a little bit more expensive. Like, look, check it out. 70 bucks for a TKL set versus what? 53 for a full-size kit. Or even if you go for the reverse die sub, that's what? That's 89 for a full-size kit. Right? So something like this starts to become a little bit more like you're not sure if it's actually worth buying. The accent kits look good though. This one expires on the 2nd, all the way on the Kono store. GMK Yeeti for 140 bucks. You get this. Right here you got everything, most of the common layouts up to full size, with a gradient white, green, light blue, and blue. Right there, $139.99. Space bars are 30, novelties are 50, icons are 30, 40s are 35, and 2 dust mats for 17 each. When I first talked about this, I mentioned that I wasn't too big a fan of the set, but now it's kind of growing on me. It's now growing on me. The more I looked at it, the more I wanted it. And I especially wanted the novelties. See that? This is so cute. Super cute, super cute. Out of the 2 dust mats, I probably will prefer the dark, but this is something I will most likely buy as well. Yeah, here, look at that. This is the Space 65, I believe. Except I don't think the Space 65 came with these colorways. Does anyone know if the Space 65 actually came in blue like this? I remember it being a darker blue. Reminds you a bit of Cat Great Wave, yeah, I can see that. Oh, look at that, it's a split 66. Any more renders here? Yeah, let's go pull up that Geekark page. Geekark, show me more renders, since vendors seem to ignore renders. Oh, look at that. That's too cute. Buy it. There you go. Renders. Keyboard render. Show me your keyboard renders. Oh, look. There's the Rama cap. Aww. There we go. Oh look, I feel like very few GMK keysets or GMK runners actually post what the box should look like. So this is good. I like this. So out of curiosity, out of everyone watching tonight, how many of you actually keep this box? Do you guys keep the box with all of the designs, or do you just chuck all your keycaps in a plastic bag? Sob KB keeps it to display. Nipple always keeps the box. I would keep it. I still have my Kaiju box. Always keep boxes. Keep. Easier when I end up selling on Mech Market. That's true. That's true. Keep it. Keep the box, but I live in a big house. Gotta keep the box. Gotta keep it on ice. It's Big Walrus. Nice. I guess he didn't really have too many renders. It was just those two boards, huh? Well, that's kind of upsetting. I was hoping to see this on more than just a 60 and a 65, right? I would have loved to see this on a TKL, on a 75, you know? Even on a 40%, I guess. Anyway, here, let me post the Geekark page right there. Let me post it there. And let's post this thing again. This guy expires on the 2nd. Here you go. It's not really like a full key set, but it's more of a set of keys for $34.99. And as I mentioned last time, you'd think that just this many keys would take a lot less to manufacture, but no. No, this is still in the queue, right? It still has to go in this queue. So check it out. Tentative delivery, Q1 2022. $34.99. Like, obviously, you should only buy this if you actually have key sets that have shine-throughs for like caps lock, num lock, scroll lock, and all that. And especially if you have like a black set. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it. You know? But yeah, if you guys are interested in this, check it out. Just be aware that it will take up to Q1 2022 to get. Next key set expires on the 3rd. This one is SA8010. Check it out. SA8010. Alpha's kit goes for 60, TKLs go for 80, specialties are 38, numpad 40, ISO 19, ortho and 40s for 65, split spacebars for 19, the prog kit for 21, and Desmat for 18. What is prog? Is prog just novelties? No, it's quite literally prog. Okay, interesting. Prog 1, Prog 2, Prog 3, kind of like a throwback to, I guess, whatever SA8010 is supposed to be emulating. But here, let's go take a look at some of the Desmats. Or, I mean, the renders here. That I agree with you, Nuclear Monsters. This does look like a very cool set. Except it's SA, and I'm not a big fan of SA. Notice that I say that while typing on SA. Look at that. Right adjust. Such unique legends here. Such unique legends. The irony is not lost on us. You're super tempted to get in on SA8010. It looks great. Honestly, it does. Like, especially this dust mat right there. I might just get this dust mat, if anything. Let's see, when is this delivering? Estimated shipping time summer 2022. Looks like Signature Plastics is just as delayed as GMK, because summer 2022 is... that's insane. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's... I was expecting December of 2021, but summer of 2022 is just... wow. Imagine waiting that long for SA. Dang, that sucks. Project PTTV says 2 years for keycaps. It's not really 2 years, it's just what? It's a year and 2 months. Everyone is delayed. I'll have a new hobby by 2022, says Johnny. Possibly. Quite possibly. This is a hobby for people who are in it for the long run, right? If you're just here for like 3 months, you'll probably not get anything good unless you have like lots of money and can buy it on Mech Market. The new hobby would become waiting. Yeah. See, I think if anything, I will buy the dust mat. That one looks good. Okay, next up. Oh, sorry, hold on. If you guys are interested in this set, you have until the 3rd to make your purchase. There we go. Click on that link to make your purchase. And the last key set that is expiring this week. The last key set that is expiring this week is expiring on Saturday, April 3rd, and that is GMK Nightshade. All the way on Space Holdings for 140 bucks. This is what you get. Full-size kit with most of the common layouts. Let's see, novelty kit for $56.50, space bars for $31.50. Moon dust pads for about 20 bucks. Yep, both dust mats are 20 bucks. And another Salvin-made Artisan for 45. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. I think it's a fairly good looking set. Still not good enough for me to buy just because, as you guys know by now, I prefer key sets with lighter alphas and darker modifiers. Like this is still way too dark for me. I kind of prefer something like this, you know? The reason why I prefer that is because I've noticed that on like darker alphas, I tend to shine them a lot faster than if they were like super light. So, I don't know. Yes. Even like what, 5 years into this hobby, 5-6 years into this hobby, I'm still afraid of shine. I'm still afraid of shine. So, while I have gotten over it for the most part, GMK sets, I still prefer to go for lighter colorways. Shika says, I retract my statement. This will look better on the KBD Light Tiffany than the GMK Cobalt. I think the Cobalt would look much better than this, actually. Goldtop says, just rotate your boards hourly. I tend to rotate every week. So yeah, that's why I've successfully not shined too many sets yet. Here we go, let's take a look at these novelties. She has awakened. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see, look. Closing date, April 3rd. Expected shipping time, Q1 2022. Man. Sal May has subscribed. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. That's weird. I saw your sub show up on Streamlabs, but it's not showing up on Twitch here. Interesting. Okay. Goldtop says, nothing is Q4 2020 at this point. If you wanted to have a group buy delivered in Q4 of 2020, You would have had to join it in December of 2020. Anyway, let's see. Let's go look at some of these renders. Hopefully, this vendor posted the renders. There we go. Look at that. That looks pretty good. That actually looks really good. Yeah. Kind of want to see what this looks like on a lighter colored board. All the boards here are like dark colored. Okay. Yeah, I would have preferred to see this on like maybe that teal board, just to see what it's like. But yeah, even on white, it looks... I don't know, I think it does look better on darker boards than on lighter boards. Yeah, that does look better. Oh, that looks so good right there. Oh my god, that's the... What board is this? Does anyone know what 75 this is? Yeah, it says I like it on dark boards. Does anyone know what board this is right now? Looks more 70 than 75. Yeah, it's like a 75 without the rightmost column. This is like the Eve Meteor, if you guys remember that board. I'm pretty sure it's not the Eve Meteor though. The renders are so dark. It's the Baka 70. Oh, okay. Let me just look that up really quick. Baka 70. And by Chewy, are you referring to Chewy from Mechs on Deck? No, I see it. Oh, okay. That's why I don't know about this. Cool. I'm definitely interested in this board. That looks really good right there. I like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys are interested in this? You have until the 3rd to make your purchase. Right there. Check it out. Check it out before the 3rd. So this week I will remember to say it, but I will definitely be talking about how much it costs to join all of this. But before we move on to the next segment, out of all of these key sets, what are you guys most interested in? Once again, that's GMK Norse, GMK Cobalt, Geekark White on Black, Geekark Black on White, DSA 1930, TKC Infinikey OG, GMK Yeeti, GMK White on Black Shinethrough, though that's not really a key set, SA 8010, GMK Nightshade. Which of these are you guys most interested in? Let's see, Wyvern says Norse, Killswitch says Black on White, Cobalt, Yeeti, 1930 Deskmat, 8010, Geekark Black on White, Yeeti. Looks like the Geekark set is being really popular this time. That's pretty cool. Nightshade, yep. Last Potato Chip is probably going to get the Geekark Black and White to see what's up. You bought Norse and Shinethrough, says Happy Tailwag. Yeah, that's actually a good combo. Here, let's go take a look at that really quick. Norse, are you planning on putting them together? Or is this just for like another keyboard? Yeah, I guess they're both dark colored key sets, so they could work. It could work, maybe? Yeah. Let's see. Polycarb says Nightshade in 1930. Yeeti and Nightshade says Anisan. Gambit said, if you guys want Geekark Black and White, don't wait because they limited base kits to 1,000. Oh, really? That is interesting. Happy Tailwag says different boards. There we go. Sav KB likes Norse the most out of these. Mods are dark brown. Yeah, I think for me, let's see. Out of all these, I feel like there's like a lot of no's. Like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to buy that. I think the only thing that I'm really interested in is probably the Deskmat of 8010. And where was the other one? And the Deskmat and the Dark Deskmat of Yeeti. Those are like the only two things that I'm interested in. Everything else I'm like, looks good, but can't justify buying it. No, stuff like that. Stuff like that. So yeah, those are probably the two things I would buy for this week. But here we go. The first keyboard that is expiring this week is expiring tomorrow. There we go. And that is the BNR1 Rotary Encoder Kit. So last week when I mentioned this, I said, hey, it looks like a Google Wi-Fi or like an Amazon Echo for 55 bucks. Check it out. See that? Isn't it like so cute? It almost looks like a switch opener even. See, look. This is my little switch opener from Ilum KB. Right? And then you've got this. But yeah, what this is a single key keyboard, and it's not even like a mechanical switch. It's a rotary knob. So you can pick white or black, or white top, black bottom, black top, and like white bottom for 55 bucks. Check it out. Check it out. Now look at that microcontroller there. It's a USB-C. Based on what I know, it looks like there is ESD protection, which is great. And there is that looks like a fuse, so that's probably overcurrent protection right there. That's pretty cool. I like it. Here, estimated shipping date Q3 of 2021. Oh, not bad at all. But I guess this is something that's not that difficult to make, right? At least I don't think it looks to be too difficult. I like it. It's really cute. If it was giant, if it was ginormous, I would definitely buy it because it'd be like, okay, let's turn up the volume. Right? But yeah, it's cool. It looks cool. And 55 bucks I think is a decent price point. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this one expires tomorrow, the 29th. Here goes. This one ends on the 30th as well. And this is the Vast 60 from Made in China. So quite literally made in China. But yeah, what is this board? This is a gasket mounted 6-degree typing angle 60% case with aluminum top and aluminum bottom. 160 bucks, guys. I think that's roughly the price, 160. Let's go look at the actual page really quick. Here we go. Here. That's the actual page to buy it from. And earlier I linked the Geekark page, but here, see? 159. 159. You can pick between E-white, E-black, anodized red, or blue. Are those cheaper? No, they're not cheaper. Okay. Layout, WKL, HHKB, blocker or no blocker, plate, FR4 or PC. And if you're thinking earlier, Merlin, blocker? No blocker? On a 60%, are you talking about win keyless? Yes and no. Here, let me show you. Look, this second guy right here, that's your typical win keyless blocker. The third guy is HHKB. And the fourth guy right here on the very bottom, if you just glanced over that, you would think, oh, it's a 65%. No, wait, it's a 60%. Go check it out, guys. Arrow key layout on a 60%. One of its biggest issues is that the arrows are too close to like everything else. And for a board that's small, like a 60%, this could be a problem for some people. But when you put a blocker right there, it actually works. It actually works. Of course, you are sacrificing something here. Here, let's see if I can zoom in a bit more. That didn't really help. But you can see that you're sacrificing your shift key. So your shift key is now a double action tap for question mark and slash and hold for right shift, right? So that's what you sacrifice. But with the blocker, I think it makes it a more usable layout. This is like the first 60% that I've seen do this. So for 160 bucks, you know, it's not like the most premium of boards. So aesthetically speaking, it doesn't look all that great, to be honest. 160 bucks. So this might be the cheapest gasket mounted 60 that I've seen, to be honest. Gasket mounted 60 with aluminum case, right? All right, anyway, enough talk about this board. This one expires on the 30th because apparently it was a 3-day group buy. Why was it a 3-day group buy? I don't know, actually. Here, let me post the Geekark page as well so you can read more about it. But the next board that is expiring is on the 31st. There we go. Here, the next board that is expiring is on the 31st. This is the Corne Ish Zen. Right there from lowprokb.ca. For $327, yes, $327, you get a split keyboard with OLED, and this looks to be the low profile switches as well. Oh yeah, Bosch says, damn that price. Yup, exactly, damn that price indeed. But it comes with the case, you can pick your colors. Base kit 3x5 or 3x6 without or with base plate, all that stuff, and with travel case and no travel case. Yeah, let's see. Let's go look at some of the features right here. There we go. Chalk. The chalk switchboard. It's got Bluetooth, BLE. Module used in Nordic, NRF 52840. Okay. ZMK firmware. There we go. Yeah, so this is not QMK. This is not VIA powered. None of that stuff. This is all done in ZMK. Group buy ends on the 31st, and estimated ship date is mid-May. So yeah. Personally, this is not a board for me. Like, I don't imagine myself ever buying a board like this. Is it cool? Yes. But something like this is a little too obscure for me. See, look. There's even battery indicator and Bluetooth indicators. Interesting. Very cool, very cool. But if you've ever typed on chalk switches, they are definitely something that you have to get used to, right? But yeah, click that link before the 31st. This next board that is ending on the 2nd. There we go. This one, of course, is the Novelkeys NK87 Aluminum Edition pre-order. If you have bought their NK65 and liked it, this is basically the same thing, except in a much larger form factor. It uses that same hybrid mounting, which is a tray mount / top mount combination. They did change one of my key issues with it. Basically, for the NK65, you were only allowed to use plate mount stabs, right? So honestly speaking, plate mount isn't that bad. With a decent lube and clipping job, you can get it to sound fairly decent and get it to be really smooth. In fact, I think Novelkeys upgraded their plate mount stabs recently, so it sounds even better. But a lot of people still love PCB mount, right? So, even though this board comes with plate mount stabs, the PCB itself can support PCB mount. So if you buy this, feel free to upgrade to Durock V2 at your earliest convenience. I have requested that Novelkeys send me a review unit, and I've requested that I get the solar yellow, so hopefully I get that soon. I know Nathan got a universal beige, right? I feel like I watched a stream in which he had a universal beige one. But I think the two best colors here are probably solar yellow, and a lot of people have told me that the cosmic purple looks good. To me, this looks like a very drab blue. Like a very matte blue because of my color blindness, which actually looks pretty good to me. So I'm like, hey, if he sends me a purple one, I'd be happy as well, because to me it looks blue. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Yeah, let's talk about some of the specs here. VIA compatible out of the box. And what most people don't know about these boards is, I believe Yankar is part of the VIA team. I could be wrong on that. But if you've ever plugged in an NK65 or any of Wilbo's boards into VIA, you know that their RGB functions a bit differently. So technically you could take their code and port it to every other board in QMK and get the same features, but it's going to be a whole lot of work, so no one's actually done it. But other than that, I am very curious how this will feel, the modified top mount. It didn't feel all that great on the NK65. In fact, it felt closer to a tray mount than a top mount. So I wonder how this will feel with the TKL. And I say that primarily because I've never typed on a tray mount TKL. So I don't know if that experience is good or not. Most likely not, but we'll see. We will see. Anyway, you guys are interested in this? The group buy / pre-order will be ending on the 2nd. There we go. So one reason why I am excited about this board is because I personally believe that Novelkeys doing all of their plastic NK65 is what spurred everyone else to be like, oh, let's make a plastic 65 too, just to be the NK65 killer. And because of that, all of us customers are benefiting from that race, right? So I'm fully expecting that once this, gets a little bit more traction, he'll make a plastic one for about 180 QMK powered plastic TKL, and everyone else will follow suit, right? You'll have one from KBD fans, you'll have one from the Icky 68 folk, you'll have one from TKC. Everyone will have a low-cost TKL. And when that happens, I think the community will grow even larger. So yeah, those are the 4 keyboards that are ending this week. Just as a quick recap, those 4 boards are the BN-R1 Rotary Encoder, the VAS60, the Corne Ish Zen, and the NK87. Out of these 4, which one are you guys most interested in? Alter says KBD 75 Lite incoming. Hey, maybe. Peter Poppin says VAS60. Big Walrus says Rising Tides raise all vote. Dr. Kilsit says none. Verugi says NK87 Solar Yellow. Me too. Divinikey says NK87 would be my first choice. Reverie says Leaf 65. I didn't even talk about that. Static is I want this Hive 60. Hey man. Hopefully you joined that group buy a few months ago. Penner Madness says I'm thinking about the VAS 60. Obama Gaming says none. Big Wall says pass. None. Pass. Yeah. This week doesn't have too many nice boards, I'd say. Out of these four, out of these four, I'd say that I'm interested in the NK87, but Mike said he was sending me a review unit, so I wouldn't buy one for myself. So the one that I would be most interested in was actually the BNR1, just so I could put it next to my Google Wi-Fi. It's cute. It's so cute. I think I would buy the all-white variant. This one right there. Because it's cute. Alright. Let's see. I won't forget it this week because I've been forgetting it every other week. But the total amount of money you would need to join every single group buy. Every single group buy that I talked about from the beginning, that's GMK Norse, GMK Cobalt, Geekark White on Black, Geekark Black on White, DSA 1930, Infinikey OG, GMK Yeeti, let's give a better picture here, GMK Yeeti, GMK White on Black Shinethrough, SA 8010, GMK Nightshade, the BNR1 Rotary knob, the VAS 60, the Corne Ish Zen, and the NK87. To join all of this, you would need a grand total. The total amount of money you would need, well, I guess people can just guess right now, but the total amount of money to buy all of this, key sets and keyboards together, is $3,309.65. That's $3,309.65. And keep in mind, this is without shipping, without taxes, and without custom fees. $3,309.65. This is getting every kit in a key set, getting all the premium options of a board, getting all the dust mats, getting all of the Rama, and all that stuff. $3,309.65. Got Goody says, is that the most expensive so far this year? No, the most expensive this year I think was the middle of January, where we hit 7,000. Was it 7,000? Yeah, we hit 7,000 in the middle of January. So we've been averaging between like the low 2,000s to the high 2,000s. So yeah, that's a lot of money. So keep in mind, this is meant to be your spare cash. This is not how much you should earn to be able to afford all these group buys. This is how much you should spend to buy all these group buys, plus taxes, shipping, and customs. Anyway, the next part of the show, after talk about ending group buys, is missed group buys. As usual, I missed quite a few things, even with the help of the audience, mainly you guys, and my casual browsing and research throughout the week. I still miss a few. This time around, seems like I've only missed two. Well, there was the third one, but we already talked about it. It was the VAS 60. So yeah, let's talk about some of the items that I missed. This one started this week and is running until April 23rd. This is the Molly Poly from TKC. If you guys remember the Molly is an Apple-inspired keyboard. In fact, they had some in-stock orders for sale last week, I believe. Now they are doing a group buy for a polycarb version. But look at that. You got your dark nickel PVD, you've got your 24K PVD, and your silver PVD. Of course, this refers to the weights and the plate. But one other thing you may notice is the price. $499. But look at the expected ship date. July 2021. That is very fast, which is why I think they can justify the price of the board. Look at that. Very, very beautiful board. I am a big fan of Apple products, even though I don't have an iPhone, but my wife has an iPhone, and in fact, I think we might be buying a new MacBook Pro at the end of this week. So yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I believe this is inspired by the Apple M0110. And yeah, this looks to be a very beautiful board. One thing I don't like about it is having the numpad on the right. And you may be like, but Merlin, that's standard. Exactly. I do not like having my numpad on the right. I prefer a southpaw layout. If the Molly came as a southpaw, I would have hopped on it the instant it group buyed. What, like last year? I would have bought the aluminum version, hands down. I would have jumped on the in stock from last week. But no, this is just a regular right-hand numpad. Right, here, look. Let me show you guys how it's put together. Look at all that. See? It is a top mount board. Top mount board. But it does have some dampener, some silicon dampener, and a plate PCB dampener. Like so. Now let's look at a couple more specs here. See? One of this board's selling points is that it's got this hub, right? Let's see, I was talking with, I think it was Vashta on the KBD Fans Discord. He was talking about how he uses a wireless mouse. So instead of taking his little dongle and plugging it to the back of his PC, he plugs it directly into his keyboard. And it works just fine, and he's been using it like that for last week or so. Yeah, good, good, good. What's included? Brass plate, brass front badge, brass flower weight. Very good. Very cool. And I like how they call it the Molly Polly. I think it's just a cute name. Molly Polly. This one ends on the 23rd, so if you guys are interested, definitely check that link out before then. This is April 23rd, by the way. Molly Carbonate, says Mounchie. Yeah. The Molly Carbonate. There we go. This next one right here, this next board that is expiring, or the next board that I missed, is a macro pad. Check it out. This one is the S7.7 V2. So, if you look at this, you'll notice that there is an ISO key. If you happen to have lots of ISO keys, which if you've been buying GMK sets and you use ANSI, you should definitely have a bunch of ISO keys. This might be a board for you. Check it out. Look at that. It's a fairly standard macro pad. It's got 3 1Us on top, followed by 3 1.25Us and the ISO key. There's even a blocker. Lots of hype words here. Here, let's look at all the features. Pure brass plate, brass bottom. Oh my gosh. PCB, so hot swap PCB Type-C interface, QMK via, per key RGB, 8-degree typing angle. Oh my gosh. Case color, you've got E-white, black, green, silver. And it's $139. Group buy ends on April 7th. And is scheduled to be delivered in 2 to 3 months. So while I posted this link to you, I believe there is a, here we go. There's a group buy form to fill. This is just your basic Google Docs page, or Google Forms page, I mean. Check it out. Check it out. It's honestly, I think it's a little too unique. There's the use case for this is a little bit like you would really need to have lots of ISO keys to make this work, and if you're new to the community, having to go buy an ISO key and not being from that part of the world, you'd probably have lots of difficulty in that. With that said, I myself have lots of ISO keys, so this should be fine for me. This should be fine for me. But yeah, it's cute. It's cute. So check that guys out. Check that out before the 7th. Crucified Poo says, went with the macro one instead. Oh yeah, for sure. Do they have an ANSI version? No, this is it. This is it. It's just ISO. Just the ISO. It's cute. Very cute. Alright, we're now going to do the in-stock segment. So every now and then I like to talk about stuff that is relatively easy to get. You know, I'm not going to talk about like everything that's in stock at Best Buy or like on Amazon, but these are just some things that I found interesting. One of my many sources on this is Docstock.com. Docstock.com is actually made by one of my frequent viewers here. This is by Scott Water. Scott Water, be sure to say hi if you're still watching. Basically, he made this site to keep track of all ongoing in-stock items in our community. As you guys can see, everything's categorized very neatly. And when you click on any of these categories, you'll see quite a number of things. And in some cases, he even tells you, oh, weird. Scott, you used to have your recommendations. What? You don't recommend any of them anymore. I don't see stars anywhere. Did you just change that? Because I swear I checked earlier this week and there were stars on some of them. So yeah, so like basically Scott Waters would have stars next to ones that he highly recommended. But yeah, with that said, I do want to bring your guys' attention to certain key sets. For certain key sets and keyboards. Or I guess today it's just key sets. Scott Waters says, I changed it so everyone can make their own recommendation. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I did want to bring your guys' attention to a few items. The first one being GMK Belafonte, all the way on drop. Reason why I'm bringing this up to you guys is it's not that often that we see in-stock GMK. While the colors may not necessarily be to your liking, if you've been looking for a GMK set that you can just buy and get from a relatively fast shipping source, this might be it. Base kit is a bit pricey though at $155. Decorations kit is $65, and Spacebars kit is $15. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested. The next key set that I want to talk about and bring you guys' attention to is something I saw on Novelkeys. This one is PBT Notion. So this is cherry profile die sub, and I believe this was designed by BIP. Yes, it is designed by BIP as well. So look at that. I clicked on it to expand it and nothing's happening. Here, let's try this. There we go, look at that. If you want another BIP designed key set, but in PBT, this might be it. It does have a few milkshake vibes, to be honest. In fact, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like milkshake in a way. And sure enough, designed by BIP. $85 and in stock. So definitely check that out. The last one is actually SA Honeywell. Reason being is Honeywell is one of my favorite sets. But even though it's an SA, I do have to mention it. Though, look at the price, $225 in stock from Originative, right there. There it is. So, yeah, I am waiting for him to have in stock GMK Honeywell. That one I will buy for sure. But for this one, I'll probably sit out for a bit. But $225 for an SA in stock set is actually, that's actually fairly normal. That's actually fairly normal. So yeah, check that out if you guys are interested. Alright, it's 9:05 p.m. Let's talk about starting group buys. Whew! Finally made it to starting group buys. Oh my gosh. See, I still have a little bit of pineapple left. I'm gonna try and suck that up. Gamut said, what do you think about Kanagawa Honeywell? I believe the Kanagawa Honeywell is 99 bucks for a PBT set. The colors didn't quite match my vision of Honeywell, and my vision of Honeywell is based off of this. So 100 bucks is a little too much for me to spend on something I don't quite like, right? So in my opinion, well, I'm still undecided, right? I'm still undecided about the Kanagawa Honeywell. But anyway, let's talk about starting group buys. So everything I talk about tonight will just be Geekark pages because none of them have actually gone live. So with that said, the very first item is GMK Fox. GMK Fox, a green and orange set. It's funny because someone earlier mentioned, oh, I just got GMK Kaiju. And if you look at this, it looks like a more muted Kaiju. Well, I guess if you mute a Kaiju, it becomes a fox. So here we go. There we go, look at that. Look at that base kit. Looks very much like Kaiju. Let me actually bring up Kaiju so you guys can see the color differences. Let's see, it's on drop, right? Yep, it's on drop. Here. There we go, see? GMK Kaiju, GMK Fox. It almost looks like bad renders of each other, right? But yeah, honestly though, I did not like GMK Kaiju because I thought the colors were a little too saturated. GMK Fox, on the other hand, is a lot nicer looking. Looks so much nicer. And look at those novelties. Look at that fox. Oh look, they also have alternate mod kits. Interesting. So you would have just green on white? This would just be a green on white set. Interesting. And here we go, you got spacebar kits as well. Look at all that. Oh, looks like people agree with me about Fox being better than Kaiju. Nice. Last Potato Chip says this is definitely better than Kaiju. Fox is white caps, the other is off-white. And let's take a look at some renders. That on an Iron 165. Looks very good. Looks very, very good, actually. Though I'm not too sure about having a silhouette of a fox on the enter key. That kind of doesn't look all that good, to be honest. Here, let's go look at the novelties again. Yeah, I almost feel like there should have been a little more detail in the fox. Maybe like the head of a fox instead. But yeah, that silhouette doesn't look all that good, to be honest. Oh, look at that. On a nice 75%. Oh, that's the Evolve. False Sprite says, I don't think it's worth buying novelties on this one. Base is enough. I agree. Look, here we go. This one's a green on white variant. Green on white. Does that look good? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I think staying away from the alternate modifiers might be a good choice. Like the base set on its own looks pretty good as is. Yeah, this looks to be a really nice set. Yeah. Sob KB says, reminds me of a mint. Yeah, that's true. If you do the white modifiers, it does look like a minty key set. Here we go, Deskmats. Look at that fox. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like that a lot. There's like a little fox on like the corner. That's really cute. See, I think between the two, I definitely pick this. I like this a lot. As you guys know, while I can appreciate the aesthetic of this desk mat, I do not like having designs in the middle of the desk mat because that's where I put my keyboard. Right, I would completely cover up the face of that fox. Look at that, look at that, that's cute. I like that. I like that so much. The group buy date, April 1st, and it's available on Kono. Base kit, $139.99. Alternate modifiers, $104.99. Okay, that is another reason not to go for the alternate modifiers. Not only do they not look that great, but they're also expensive. $104.99. You could almost get another GMK key set with that. Holy cow. Earth Sojourner, Redeeming Hydrate. Thank you. I barely have any left, but here, I'll try my best. Alright, Novelkeys for $60, Space Bars for $35, and desk mats for $17. Not bad. Man, I might just be buying desk mats this entire month. This would look nice on the Clear KVD 67 Lite or the Icky 68 Mint. I think this would look really good on the Tiffany. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I like this key set very much. I might actually pick it up. Fox does look good. Alright. Next key set. Next key set that is starting is also starting on April 1st. Here we go. This one is GMK Neon, or 95 Neon. Here we go. Apparently it is inspired by a Nike Air Max 95 in the iconic neon colorway. Oh look, that interpreted as a key set looks like this. It gives me very, oh, what's that? GMK Grand Prix. This reminds me of GMK Grand Prix, but with more greenish accents. Here, just to show you GMK Grand Prix. You guys can see what I mean here. Yeah. So GMK Grand Prix does have, move it over one. GMK Grand Prix does have white alphas, and this one does not. But that same neon tint just reminds me of them so much. Yeah, look at that. This is kind of like a Dolce set. Dolce set with neon. Neon Dolce, I guess. Nolch? Would that be it? Nolch? Neolch. Neolch. There we go. Neolch. Static Age, that looks like waves and Dolce. Ah, looks like Static Age was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Neolch. Because you know how people, like, whenever they make a Dolce key set, but they change one color, they always take, like, the first letter of that color. That's why we've got Yolch. We've got... We've got so many of them now. But this one can be Neolch. Toxic Dolce. Tolch. Toxic Dolce. You get a GMK terminal feel. There you go. Let's look at the logos. I don't know what this thing is. Is that a zipper of sorts? Got 3 holes in it. There's Max. There's the shoe. Neon. Interesting. Max. I'm not sure if putting Max as a enter key is a good idea. Oh, Dono says shocks. You're right. Those are the shocks. There we go. We Invest has just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you very much. And for some reason, I'm only seeing it in Streamlabs, but not in my Twitch activity feed. Okay. I'll have to restart after the stream, I guess. See, like the last thing I see that happened was Hydrate from Earth's Sojourner and then Novelkeys, but not We Invest subscribing. Oh well, I'll restart after the stream. And there we go, laces for the spacebar. Oh, there we go. The renders. That doesn't look very good. So I don't know if it's the render that doesn't look good or just the key set doesn't look good. Yeah, it looked fine like this, but now seeing it on keyboards, I'm not... Yeah, that's not very pretty to me, to be honest. Nah. Oh look. Look at these desk mats. Kiss my keebs. Oh my gosh. Kiss my keebs. I would buy this and like put this on like, you know, put this on during like a meetup. Kiss my keebs, but then be like, hey, put your mask on, buddy. No neon splash. Ah, okay. I think out of these three desk mats, the neon splash looks the best. This one's definitely like the funniest one. Put your GMK Greg board on that. Kiss my keebs. Yeah. Kiss my keebs. There we go. Vendors are Canon keys. Okay. Canon keys and Keypresso, Ilum KB, My Keyboard, Daily Clack, Z Frontier Swag Keys, Prototypist, Fancy Customs, Yusha Kobo, Fun Keys, and Zion Studios. Nice. Very nice. Oh, look. Rama 95 key. Looks good. Looks good. And of course, cable collaborations, not bad. Was there a pricing listed? If this is on Canon keys, I'm expecting this to be about 130, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what he sold previous GMK key sets for. 130-ish. So yeah, not feeling the set. Not feeling the set at all. And I'm a big Dolch fan too. Anyway, if you guys are interested, check this out. It's coming out on the 1st. Alright, let me just close the GMK Grand Prix right there. And let's talk about our next key set that's starting also on the 1st. This one is a DCS set. So if you guys don't know what the DCS profile is, DCS is basically Signature Plastics' answer to Cherry. It's very Cherry-like, but not quite. But my biggest complaint about it is that DCS is very thin. It's very thin. It's Tai-Hao thin, if you will. There we go. Goes from April 1st till the 30th. This is DCS Delftware, inspired by porcelain art like that. Out of curiosity, does anyone have any porcelain art in their home or in like a relative's home? I feel like I only ever see this in like... I feel like whenever I visit my friends' grandparents. I don't see this in like modern homes these days. Look at that. Those are Interesting sub-legends, okay. Why Voldemort says my grandparents have it. Yep. Look at that. The only porcelain I have is the toilet. It's a static age. Nice. Does your toilet have art? GMK Grandma's Cupboard. There you go. See, base kit is 140 bucks. And looks like it's only up to TKL. Okay. 140 bucks. So DCS, because of its thinner nature, it tends to be cheaper, but I think because he has sub-legends here, it does drive the price a little bit high. So that's why it's 140. You can buy the numpad kit for 34. Novelties are 39. Let's go look at these novelties here. I see a butterfly, some flower, leaves. What else? Interesting. Desk mat, 17 USD each. Okay, I like this. I like this. This almost looks like a design for an apron, right? Almost looks like a design for like an apron. Or like a tablecloth of sorts. Something you could pick up at Ross. Ross or like TJ Maxx. Oh my gosh, the place setting. Oh my gosh. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. So you would put your keyboard in the center, right? So it would be a little bigger than the plate. Unless you have like a macro pad. Not made of actual porcelain. Not cool. That's really cool. I like that. I'd probably put... Oh! Someone could take this and take photos by putting like tangerines on like the plate. Like tangerines on the big plate and like all of the food themed keyboard stuff in our hobby. It's really cool. I like it. Yeah, I think the place setting is probably the best desk mat here. And this one, like I'd probably pick this one and this one. Or Rama cap. Price to be determined. Okay. Regional proxies, Project Keyboard, MyKeyboard.eu, ILMKB, Daily Clock, Alpha Keys, and Prototypist. Let's go look at renders. Kawaii says, Merlin, you need to get that mat. For my next mukbang stream, I will directly put the food on my desk mat. Put Tiny's food theme artisan on that desk mat. That'd be great for like 5 people somewhere out there. That would be a good for when you eat the full GMK tray. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Man, I feel like this is another set that I like the desk mat more than the actual set. And plus, I'm not a fan of DCS. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Not feeling it again, but definitely will be getting this. The placemat. The placemat is awesome. Placemat is so awesome. I gotta get this. I could bring this to my next picnic or something. I like it. I'm buying it. Definitely. Alright, if you guys are interested, group buys beginning on April 1st. There we go. Next key set that is starting. I actually had trouble looking for information on this set. The only thing I could really find was on Reddit. Here we go. This is the JTK Packet Loss. Right there. JTK Packet Loss. This is a JTK set. And looks like it's got sub-legends. Pink sub-legends and a light teal main legend. There, see that? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Any more information we can find about this? Yeah, this is a PUDC set, if I'm not mistaken. Devos says it's basically Miami Nights. Yeah, that's true. But there's no JTK Miami Nights, right? There's no JTK Miami Nights. There's... Oh, you can call it this. JTK Packet Loss. Everyone said weak Miami Nights like Tokyo Nights doesn't exist. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There we go. If you guys want to know more about this, I want to see more vendors. Where is... You know, if you guys are going to make any group buy stuff, I'd prefer it to be on Geekark because it's a lot easier to go through. Like, if you're looking for pictures, it's easier to find it on Geekark. Like, if you're looking for conversation, it's easier to find it on Reddit. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Does he have an Imgur link somewhere here? Imgur. No, he does not. So as far as I know, this is probably the only link. The only image, I mean, of JTK Packet Loss. Unless you look up GMK Miami Nights, right? But yeah, check it out. This one is supposedly starting on the 1st as well. But like I said, I couldn't find that much more information on it. So this is... I'd say this might be a maybe. Might be a maybe. Next up is a key set starting on the 2nd. April 2nd. This one is GMK Boulder. There we go. GMK Boulder coming April 2nd. There we go. Look at that. Another darker colored key set. Dark alphas, light mods. You can see there. See, this one's all the way up to full size. Okay. Got space bars. Devos says, oh, that actually looks sick. Novelties. Novelties are all Boulder themed. 1890. What is the significance of that date? And El Capitan. Why does he have a Mac OS version on there? Okay, here we go. GMK Boulder is a keycap set inspired by the majestic Yosemite National Park, as well as the climbing community within it. During my visit, I was mesmerized by the sights of Half Dome, El Capitan, Sentinel Rock, and many other amazing sights. Very cool. So, before I came to the United States, I always used to pronounce this as Yosemite. Yosemite. You know, until my wife corrected me as we drove through Yosemite National Park. I was like, oh, we get to drive through Yosemite. And she just burst out laughing at me. I'm like, what? What's wrong? It's not pronounced that way. I'm like, okay, well, that's how I've always thought it was pronounced all my life, right? You know? To be fair, though, Yosemite isn't actually like an English word, right? There we go. Yeah, let's go look at all that. I still don't... Oh, Devos says Yosemite became a thing in 1890, so that's the significance of that date. Cool. Here you go, Ridge. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. See, here we go. You got a Nord UK set right there. Cool. Oh wow, look at that desk mat. That is very colorful. Wow. That's really pretty. I feel like this looks more like something you would hang up, that you would put it in like a shadow box rather than an actual desk mat of sorts. You know? Matte looks nice, but oversaturated. I can agree with that. Here, let's go look at vendors. That looks really good. Actually looks real good. JVU says, I'm going to Yosemite in a week. Nice. Yeah, we went to Yosemite in 2017. There we go. Vendors are Mex & Co, Ash Keys, My Keyboard, KBD Fans, Island KB, Daily Clock, Prototypist, and Swag Keys. Cool. Let's see, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, 3 vendors. Okay. Honestly, love to see more vendors, especially on a smaller board. Cool. Cool. Alright, if you guys are interested in this, check it out. It starts on the 2nd. That's what? That's Thursday? Here, let me check my calendar really quick. That is... no, that's Friday. Starts on Friday. Okay, next key set that is starting is GMK Metropolis Round 2. Frank, everyone insists on pronouncing it like Merlin. Well, it's kind of like that same issue with Tuzi, right? GMK 2Z. Lots of people are pronouncing it GMK 2Z when it's actually pronounced Tuzi. You could also call it GMK Yosemite. Yosemite! There we go. Anyway, this is GMK Metropolis Round 2. It was all the way from Neflock. So Neflock's also the same designer of GMK Kaiju. But here, let's go look at the base kit right there. Pretty much everything up to full size. Looking good, looking good. Space bars. These novelties, yep, these are novelties. And what's this? Is this for 40s, I guess? 40s and ortholinear support. Yep, I see a lower raise, shift, and sand. Cool. And, oh, he has an old kit. Okay. What's all this? Turnpike. Ooh, that's really pretty. Midnight. And Deskmats. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so pretty. I like that a lot. This is another Deskmat that I need to buy. Okay, I prefer this one over the Midnight. It's funny because I think I prefer the Midnight base set over the regular base set. But I prefer the standard Deskmat over the Midnight Deskmat. Here, let's go look at renders. There we go. We need GMK Yosemite. GMK Yosemite. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So the good thing about a set like this, especially if it's round 2, is that we already have pictures of round 1. There is no more color matching that needs to be done unless the designer wants to change it up a bit. But, you know, if it's GMK and you're running GMK again, all you really have to do is change up the kits around and maybe add a few more options. But here, look, he's got photos right there. Got photos of the actual unit from round 1. And look at that. In fact, I believe I've seen this in some meetups. I've seen this in some meetups. And if you guys look at this set, you can see some shine on his keys as well. I think his A looks a little shinier than normal. This is what I was saying earlier, that darker key sets, darker ABS key sets tend to shine faster. Well, maybe the shine is more obvious to them than lighter colored key sets. There we go. That looks to be a... Is that an NK87 in solar? I think it is. Cool. And there we go. It's on Novelkeys, Death Hero, Prototypus, Oblotsky, Daily Clock, Z Frontier, and Mono-K. Crossfire says, I'm weak for darker colored sets though. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I were to buy this, like, I skipped out on like R1 since I didn't really like the entire color scheme. But if I were to buy this, I'd probably go for the Midnight as depicted here, followed by the standard dust mat. That's what I'll be doing. That is what I will be doing. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this set quite a lot. It does look better in person than it does in renders. And even with this with his photos here, where were the photos? Photos, here we go. Even these photos don't look as nice as the real thing. The Frostfire says, I wasn't a big fan of R1 Metropolis, but it looked way better in person. Totally agree with you. Yeah, I think the best photo here between these three is probably this one. This one looks the best. This one still doesn't capture its beauty, but close enough. Close enough. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this one, when does this start? April 2nd. Friday. This Friday. Check it out. Read up all about it. So since we do have quite a few key sets that are starting, I can ask this question again. Out of all the ones that I just talked about, GMK Fox, GMK 95 Neon, DCS Delftware, JTK Packet Loss, GMK Boulder, and GMK Metropolis Round 2. Which one are you guys most interested in? False Sprite says GMK Fox all day long. Nice. Peter Poppin says Boulder. Dr. Kielso says none. Fox for the win. GMK Metropolis. Fox and Metro. Metro Midnight. Metro Midnight. Fox and Metropolis. Packet Loss and Metropolis. GMK Fox Forever. Seafarer and Moonlight. Was that a kit that was available? GMK Boulder, Packet or Fox, Boulder, Golf Juliet says I would pass on all of them. I think out of all the ones that I just talked about, I would probably pick GMK Fox. These are the colors that really speak to me. It's got my lighter alphas, like my whiter colored alphas, and I don't think any other kit that I talked about has that. Like this one does, but I don't like DCS at all. So yeah, it's gonna have to be GMK Fox. GMK Fox. Alright, let's move on from keysets to the only keyboard that I know of that's starting this week. There we go. The only keyboard I know of that is starting this week is the Titan 65. There you go. And as you guys can guess from the name, it is a 65% keyboard. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that bezel. Look at how thick that is. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Check that out. Look at this. Group by date starts on April 1st. Group by style. Unlimited. 24-hour sale. 1 month full price. Okay. And vendors are Death Hero, Kono Store, Candy Keys, and Ilum KB. Interesting. On Kono Store. Okay. This is a $300 kit. Shipping the first 24 hours. And $349 including shipping for the rest of the month. Okay. Interesting. Brass base kit. Price goes up quite a bit to $350 and $400 for the rest of the month. Typing angle is 7 degrees. What else? Mounting style is burger mount. Silicon strips and washers on either side of the plate. Interesting. Hot swap and soldered versions available. QMK, unified C3 daughter board. Kit will include case, plate, base. All that cool stuff. Let's go look at the prototypes here. Look at that. I actually like how this looks. It looks very chunky. But to be honest though, I have way too many 65 these days. I should probably venture out of my comfort zone and try something else. The Jerian says, does that mean after 1 month price dropped or something? No. To encourage people to join in as early as possible, sometimes vendors, sometimes the designers will offer a discount for the first 24, possibly 48 hours. I think Drop has done that quite a few times when it comes to their key sets. So I believe they're doing a similar approach here. Let's check that out. EPBT Teal? Probably. Looks like it. One of the sets that I actually want and I'm currently waiting for. See all the colors here. Look at that. Okay. See, I want to see where the USB-C portion comes out of. See, so you can see one from the inside, right? But I want to see what it looks like on the outside. Oh, here we go. Photos from manufacturer. Here, maybe we can get a little more pictures here. Okay. Look at that. Oh, okay. I see it. Interesting. Look at that. I really like it. I like these thick bezels. But what was the price for $400 for the full brass one? Dang. Did they list a weight here or anything? Wait. What is the estimated weight and typing angle? Perfect. Let's see if it was responded to. Estimated weight is 1.5 kilograms, 3.3 pounds for all aluminum board unassembled. We're looking to brass bases, which would bring it to 2.5 or 5.5 pounds. Dang, that is fairly heavy. That is fairly heavy. Heavy for a 65 at least. Yeah, I like it. I like how it looks. I do think it might be a tad expensive. And I have concerns about how it might sound. The board looks very hollow inside. I did not watch the Alex Soto stream, but does anyone know what his first impressions were of it? Was it hollow sounding? Was it good? Was it stiff? Very, very curious. This or the Rama M65B? I think the Rama M65B is very classic looking, so I would still go for that. But if you already have something that looks like that, you might want to consider this. Gamut said, I mean, it was a bit hollow on stream. Ah, okay. There we go. Not as bad as you would think. Spacebar was the issue. Interesting. It'd be a challenge when you want to move that board when you're using it. Yeah, I like this design as well. It looks pretty. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Anyway, if you guys want to check that board out, this is a group buy that starts on the 1st. If you have a cool $400 and are sure about this board, make sure you buy it within the first 24 hours and get a small discount. So check that out. Alright guys, I know it's running a bit later than usual. I was a little bit more chatty, plus I was more focused on drinking my bubble tea in the beginning, I guess. But here we go. It is now time for group buys from the audience, because for sure I missed quite a few things. If you think I missed something, may it be keyboard, keycap, switch, desk mat, whatever, as long as it is happening this week, today, Sunday, all the way till Saturday, as long as it's happening within this week, feel free to message me here. You can whisper me, either using the /W command, or right-clicking on my name right here. And let me just execute this command a few times so you guys can see it. There we go. Because Fruity Keebs, the Fruity Keebs group buy only lasted a week. I actually thought he had another week. There we go. See, the 28th ending tonight. So I talked about this last week as well. I guess it was literally a 1 week group buy. But if you are looking for a giant ortholinear board of sorts, you may want to consider this. Group buy ending tonight. There we go. Here, let's go enter, buy here. Where are the other ones? Okay, no, that's just a group buy form. Let's go look at a couple more of the pictures. Okay, yeah, this is probably the largest ortholinear board I have seen. That's really interesting. Anyway, if you guys are interested, check that out. It is actually expiring in, what? Two hours right now? Yep. 2 hours. There we go. Thank you, Fruity Keeb. Oh yeah, this one. The Kanagawa Deskmats. Here we go. If you guys are interested in a desk mat to complement your Ikki68 purchase, check these out. Inspired by the great wave of Kanagawa printing from Japan, you can have their take on it in different colorways. Basically like the same design, just different colors and with different details taken out. Like this one doesn't have the bird on it. Yeah, it looks really cool. See? For those of you fortunate enough to get the Mizu colorway with the Mizu keycap set, this is gonna look so good with the blue Kanagawa set. Your wife saw it and asked you to get it. Good choice, good choice. Look at that, very nice. I might have to pick one up myself, to be honest. These look so good. The green one looks really nice. Look, oh, it's a cat. It's a cat over there. We'll definitely be getting this. Yeah, I have not linked this in chat yet. There we go. Thank you very much, Happy Tailwag. And this one is actually expiring when? When did you say it was? Now through April 16th. Okay. From March 26th to April 16th, 2021. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Happy Tailwag. So you can buy all the accent kits. This is meant to complement the Geekark black on white set, but you can buy all the accents for 93, or you can just pick the ones you want, which are fairly cheap. See that? They're all just 13 bucks. The desk mats, the Astro Neko desk mats. Here we go. Lots of desk mats this week. For 20 bucks on Dang Keebs, you can get a space-themed cat. Check it out. Look at that. Here, let me post that in chat. This one ends on the 16th, April 16th. Did it actually give you a date here? No, it does not. Oh wait, here we go. Started on the 26th, will be ending on the 16th. Cool. Thank you, Peter Poppins. Another desk mat. Oh yes, this one. We have to mention this. Here we go. Sushi desk mats. This one launched on March 25th and is closing on April 30th. If you guys like sushi, this I'd say is probably a must buy. Check it out. All of the sushi that your heart desires. Ooh, look at that. You know, I actually had sushi tonight. Panzilla says, I insta-ordered the sushi desk mat. Why so many good desk mats? I don't know. Maybe that's like the next best thing. If people can't get their key sets in a timely fashion, hopefully people can get desk mats in a timely fashion. Let's see. How many of these can I recognize? That's tuna. Yep. We'll probably have to buy this. Click. Click. He says, can't buy this, I'll be hungry all the time. Oh my gosh, you're right. You are so right. But yeah, thank you very much, Peter Poppins. Alright, the Panda 41 GB, closest on the 31st. Okay. $100 stacked acrylic kit. Ah, okay. That is a very strange layout. It kind of looked like a butterfly. Interesting. Okay. Is this another like Google form thing? Here we go. You can find the order form here. Okay. Anything else about this? I would love to see more specs on this. It looks so weird. That bottom row is different. Yeah, look at that. That's so weird. It's like a single 1.75U space. Does that even... I feel like I wouldn't be typing that properly. I feel like I use my right thumb to type it, so I feel like I'd be touching the very end of that just to press space. That's so weird. That is so weird. And like, there's that gap between the two keys. I'm imagining that to be raise and lower of sorts. Huh, okay. See, he sent me a key presso set. But these look just like the ones that I showed earlier. From here, let's see if I can show it again. From Kumamec, right? Isn't that the same stuff? Here, let's see if I can find the one you're talking about. They are a bit more saturated, I guess. See, so look, there's the cufflink accents and the bow tie accent. Looks the same with less option. Is that why they're $10 or $2 cheaper? Is that it? Oh, okay. He didn't show all of them. That's the issue. Okay. There we go. That was not clear in your message at all. So here we go. Okay, okay. Yeah, he's not showing any of those photos, so can't really tell. Yeah, that's a whole lot more. But you can't actually see them, that's the thing. Gambit says, why are they on Keyspresso instead? Very strange. That's very true. Why is it on here, but not on Kumamec? Alright, like I said earlier, I really wish that they would have provided at least a render of it, so that it looks better. Alka, thanks for subscribing. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The pastel color is the same as R1 black and white from China, but I never saw the darker ones. Ah, okay. Earth Sojourner subscribing with Prime as well. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Alright, I don't see anyone else messaging me. I think we may have gotten everything. So once again, all the ones from the audience so far is the BOP, which is a very large ortholinear keyboard ending tonight in less than two hours. You've got the Kanagawa Deskmats ending on... oh, I forgot. I think this was April 16th. You've got the Geekark PBT Accents. This one's ending April 1st. The Astronokeys Deskmats, like so many Deskmats this week. This one's ending April 16th. The Sushi Deskmats that are ending... when is this ending? April 30th. You've got the Panda 41, which ends on the 31st. And additional key presso sets, which are ending March 23rd. Wait, this is done. Oh, it's a pre-order for the extra kits, I think. And then There we go. Let's close these two. Yeah, that's it, guys. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of this will be shortened, cut down, and edited in time for YouTube. This one will show up probably Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. PST. So if you guys want to rewatch it there. Alright guys, my next stream will be Tuesday evening. I'll be porting another keyboard into QMK and or VIA. If you're interested about the process, definitely tune in then. And I will see you when I see you. Alright guys, have a good start to your week. Bye.